Sorry. Good evening, YouTube model railroad fans. I'm Ray. Of course, I think I've said it before. You all knew that. Welcome to Vlog 18, and it's May 26th, 2015. As I'm sure it's probably gotten through the grapevine pretty much by now, but you know, I'm kind of doing this video with a little bit of actually with a really heavy heart. Last Monday, on the 18th of May, I lost my mom. She died of a massive heart attack, sudden. So unfortunately, you know, the matriarch of the family is no longer with us, and now it basically leaves me and my two brothers and our families. So, you know, hats off to Mom. This one here, Vlog 18, is hers. No real updates. Obviously, with everything going on, you know, I haven't done much. This is the first time I've been down in the train room in I think like 2 weeks, or at least since Vlog 17. You know, I just wanted to get down here and kind of veg for a little bit, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, I've been today was my first day back to work, actually, since last Monday. You know, I needed a distraction, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, just kind of sitting here thinking about it isn't going to help things. So, you know, here we are. Like I said, I haven't done much on the railroad. I haven't done much with the big build. It's still sitting here in pieces on my workbench. I noticed the other night that one of the wallpaper, actually the wallpaper has completely come off of this wall. I'm hoping that's the only wall that I'm going to have a problem with. I'm not sure why it came off the wall, but it did. So I'm going to have to I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to scuff this up a little bit and see if I can't get the paper to stick to it again, but I'm not going to fool with that at the moment. So, like I said, you know, with the base of this thing, I still have some other work to do to it, but it's coming along. You know, want to go ahead and take this dark gray and I guess make it look more like dirt instead of gray rubble. Because really, in reality, there's nothing gray except for the foundation itself, which, you know, it's not supposed to be gray. I think it should be, you know, like a dark brown or something of that nature. So I'm going to still have to mess with that a little bit, and I've got some ideas on that, and I'll get to it eventually. Spent a whole day yesterday working on my other hobby, my boat, my 1-to-1 scale boat. So I spent another 6 hours down there yesterday working on it. So, you know, like I said, I haven't done really much of anything down here, but you know, it is what it is. So I'll get back into the swing of things here, I guess. Can't rush these things. I'll definitely, hopefully, have this thing done by the time it needs to be done. But you know, at the moment, it's not a priority on the list. So, trying to think that there was something I did want to go over, and now I can't remember what the heck it was. Oh, actually, you know. Oops, sorry. After I moved the transformer off of the wonderful Great Northern Blue car here, I was trying to figure out what was on this thing originally, and I found it. It happened to be these three, unfortunately, very shiny, very unrealistic logs that were originally on this car. So I'm going to probably eventually put them back on here at some point, using the same methods that I used when I went ahead and put the transformer on this car and then on the lowboy. So actually, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and we'll do that. Let me go ahead and move the camera here real quick. Pardon the sudden movements and so on and so forth, but let me see if I can actually get this thing into a position where you guys can actually see, hey, look at that. There it is. Alright, since I've still got the wire sitting up here from when I did the work on the transformer car, let's go ahead and mess with this for a couple minutes. Something to do. And the more I think about this, I think I might actually use this wire as is, instead of cutting it into small, or taking it and de-threading it, because of the fact that these logs, I mean, these things look like they're supposed to be rather heavy. So let's do that. And there's a fray over here. So now I just have to remember oh yeah, well, we can make this work big time, I think. Hey, look at that. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's not go through that hole. Let's go back over here and go through this one. Find my tweezers. Now, because I don't think I actually showed how this was done the last time. Got to clean up the end a little bit. I didn't want to start it coming apart on me there a little bit. So basically, just like I just did on the other end though, you know, when I put it through the car, that's basically what I'm doing here, and I'm just wrapping it. But the thing of it is because the one end's already closed, you know, you can't really wrap it by hand. So you have to kind of use the tweezers to kind of get around what you're trying to load. That'll work. Like I said, it may not be, and I'm sure it isn't. You know, it's not prototypical. They don't wrap these up like this, obviously. But for something quick and easy to do, and not only that, but the wrapping kind of, to a point, almost looks like a come-along. Or something of the like that they would use to strap, you know, loads of these cars. I think that's going to do that, so let's nip this one off. There we go. Now we got a load back on the car. Let me go ahead and put this thing back up where it belongs. So that way you can go ahead and see my ugly mug again, but there we go. So that loads back on the car. And it looks decent. I mean, from, like I said, from my standpoint, I'm trying to do things, you know, somewhat inexpensively. You got to make do with what you got. So, speaking of making do with what you got, there was one other thing that I had been playing around with here. I'm not sure if I'll get any more of them floating in here or not. Apparently not. For those that have dogs, which I now have two, at least at the moment, the poopy bags that come in those little cases, or you can put, they have the refills that you get the little zipper thing and it has a hole in the middle of it. They come on a roll. Well, one of the unique things is when you get done with the roll, there's a little black tube in the puppy dog, or the poopy bags for the puppy dogs. Well, what I started doing is I started making another load of basically pipe for a flat car. Here again, just, I mean, what are you going to do with it? You're going to throw it in the trash, or throw it in the recycling bin. Hopefully in a recycling bin. So, like I said, I started doing that. And as I can tell, at least for video-wise, and I made this mistake on the last vlog, but that's okay, I'm up to 14, almost up to 14 and a half minutes. And we all know that the iPad and YouTube don't see eye to eye, so, and I still got to add the intro in, so you all know the deal. Wait for the highball. Green tracks ahead. We'll catch you next time.